Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Andrea Hawk. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Friday and you're ready to kick it off with some awesome designing today. So welcome back to everyone in the chat. We've got Richard, Tim, Jack, Joss, Hugo, Hakeem, Derwin, Lawrence. We've got a bunch of you guys. Awesome. How are you guys all doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I have a very fun design plan today to wrap up the end of the week. And let's go ahead on over, jump right into behance.net/challenge/XD. So of course, if you're not already registered, be sure to register with that big blue button up there. And if you don't already know what the XD Daily Creative Challenge is, I'll give you a very quick little overview. So it's really an opportunity for you to just sharpen your skills. No winners or losers. So each day we're going to give you guys a challenge and you can work right alongside with me. And be sure to join our Discord community chat. And of course, watch right here our daily live show every day at 11:30 Pacific time. And lastly, of course, be sure to share your work on Behance and Dribble. And we'll give you guys feedback, see what you're working on. Okay, so we have already made 3 designs this week. Awesome work. I've been checking out all of your really awesome work in Discord and Behance. Today, we are going to design an experience to monitor and control a solar energy system. So allow users to monitor panel status and home battery charge. And we're going to focus on designing an overlay message to give users important system updates. So I've been weirdly into solar panels lately. I've been looking into those, just curious. So that's something I wanted to work on today. Be sure to get the Dropbox download if you would like it, starter file with some inspiration and resources, links to tutorials and things like that. And if you're not a member of Discord, be sure to join us by clicking this button down here. Let's hop on over into there. And if you have not joined, definitely encourage you to do so. This is an awesome community of designers, both new and old. And we give you guys feedback in a few of these channels over here. So just make sure you're posting in the correct channel. So if you're working on the current challenge, all of those can go in here. If you're still working on one of the past challenges, that's totally fine too. You can post your work in here, whether it's a link to your portfolio work or just a screenshot, work in progress. And if you have any other design work that you want us to give you feedback on, you can post it in here, design-other. Cool. And of course, introduce yourself if you're new in the introductions panel. So let's go ahead and jump on over to XD. So this is the file, the starter file that I'm giving you guys today. I'll just zoom out a bit so you can see what we're working on. So like I mentioned, we're going to be doing solar panels. And I was looking up how much these cost just because I was curious. I mean, I live in an apartment, not that I have room for solar panels, but they're like $10,000 to $20,000. I had no idea. So I won't be getting any of those anytime soon, unfortunately. But let me know in the chat, actually, if you guys have any in your houses or if your parents have them or anything. I'm curious. Okay, cool. So like I mentioned, we're going to design a mobile app to monitor and control the solar energy system. And we're going to focus on an overlay message. So I'll show you how to use that. Use the overlay transition in the prototype tab up here. And if you just want to get started real quick, you can check out this article and just read through how to create one. And then I pulled up some inspiration. And Tim said, I should put a solar panel in front of the studio lights. That's very true. They would probably just power the whole thing. Okay, so Tesla, I forgot, there's solar panels that you can buy from Tesla apparently. So they have this app, Tesla Energy. I thought that was cool. So this is a little bit of inspo for you. And I'm going to take this idea today. I liked how they just show this diagram. So this is like your solar panels, and then it shows you where that energy is going. So if it's going to your home, or if it's going to, I guess this is like a storage in your home or something, or if it's going to the grid, which that's something I learned too. Apparently, for solar panels, if you have like excess energy, then they will send it back to the energy company and they can give you money for any of that excess energy. So anyway, learned something new. And this one by DB2 Limited, loved that as well. Just giving you some different, data about where your energy is going. And Nest, that one isn't really solar energy, but it's kind of like eco-friendly, the same family, I guess. And then, of course, some resources, as always, and be sure to share your work on Discord and Behance. I have how to do that below. So I've got a few artboards, just 4 today, nothing too crazy. I'm going to start with the home page. So just going to make a rectangle over here for the background. Yeah. Richard said they got a newer version that has a longer life cycle and more efficiency. Oh, version 2. Interesting. That's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little border. And my theme is going to be blue, kind of throughout all of these. I was going for yellow at first, but it was just way too much and hard to look at. So went with blue. Blue's still like eco-friendly. Now I'm going to add the title. Very original, solar panels. Nothing too crazy there. Put this up at the top left. And the fonts I'm using today are Lust and Omnes. I believe these are part of, they are part of your Adobe Creative, like Adobe fonts. So I'm going to make these different colors. Let's see. Like this one I want a bit darker. There we go. And then I've got a few components down here. So just a sun. I didn't really need to make this a component, to be honest, because it's just a circle. So that one was kind of pointless. But we've got a cloud. And then down here I made this little solar panel illustration. Thought that was cute. And so this is supposed to be like a roof. Like the top of the roof, top of the house, where your solar panels are. And then a little bird. Thought that was cute as well. Okay, and now I just want to add a menu up here. So let's add some text. We'll say panel status for one of them. Put this like right here. I'm just gonna do three items for the menu. Efficiency. And one more, sunlight. Like how much sun do we get each day? Thought that would be good. Okay. And then we need to show that this one is selected, so I'm just going to add a little rectangle behind it. And make this a light blue. Okay. A little less rounded. And then on the left here, let's see. I'm going to add how many kilowatt hours were generated, so I'll put 200. This page, I guess, is like kind of more of an overview. So I'll put this over here. My problem is always, I should start naming my fonts because I just have too many and I can't remember like which ones I wanted to use. Oh, I think it was this one. Yeah. Okay, so that's the like main thing we want them to look at, and then we'll say kilowatt hours generated. All right, and we'll make this pretty small. 14 points, that looks good. Give this a bit of transparency. And then I also have, so this is showing like how much energy. So let's say we have 4 out of 5 thunderbolts, like little icons there. Okay. And then what else? Oh, just some little sliders. So this is like a daily slider. Let's add those to the right. So this week, we had quite a variety of energy saved. Okay, so there's our home page, and let's go over to our efficiency panel. Actually, so I want these to be in the white space, so I'm gonna mask them. Select these two, and then you go up to Object, Mask with Shape to mask those guys. But I think I'll put this a bit behind in the Layers panel, so I can still like select everything else. Maybe move this up a bit. Okay, so let's move on to the Efficiency panel. Oops. Okay, so now we just need to move this rectangle over. So it looks like we're selecting that one. And I want these to stand out a bit more, so I'm going to make these the darker blue color. Navy, maybe that one. Yeah. That looks better. Okay, so this page we can delete all of these items because we obviously don't want it to be the same thing. And I have some components over here. So let's drag these in. We've got, so this is the same kind of idea I'm going to show as like the Tesla app example I showed you guys. So I want to do something like this, showing where all of the energy is going. So maybe efficiency isn't the right word for that. Like energy, where the energy is going, but that's too long. I'll leave it at efficiency for now. But if anyone has a better idea, let me know. Okay, so we'll put our solar panels over here. I just want to arrange it a little differently than like the Tesla app had it though. I thought that was a little confusing. So I think home we want to be like first. That's the top priority. And then this will be like the energy company. And then this one will be maybe our reserve. So like the battery reserves. Okay. And, oh, one thing I want to mention, I know some of you guys in Discord were asking about the, like, character styles and everything, or, like, the components were missing from the last one, but I actually did that on purpose because previously, when I gave you guys the components, there's not much, like, you guys are just using the same things, so I want you to try to make your own components, basically, for these. So, I did that on purpose. Okay, so this is just showing where all of those items are going. So just grouped it and, you know, made this for the sake of time beforehand, but it's just using the pen tool, curving those, and using the same little icon. Okay, so that looks good. And we can group all these together. Group. Okay. Let's go over into the prototype tab, and then this one's super simple. We just want to go from this screen to this screen. So we'll just do a simple tap trigger. So keep it on that, and the animation will be none. We don't want anything fancy to happen. We just want it to be immediate. Now I'm going to make the pop-up. So what I want to happen is immediately once we go here, I want it to go to the pop-up without having to tap on everything. So I'm just going to select the whole artboard. Oh, I already have it. Select the whole artboard and drag this little guy over to the pop-up artboard, and our trigger will be time. So that will make sure that we don't have to click on anything. The delay will be 1 and no animation. And the main thing you need to do is set the action to overlay, otherwise it will not work. So I know, like, when I was first like trying to learn how to do this, I did it the opposite way, where this green button was on the pop-up button, but make sure the original artboard is green. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go back to the design panel, and I want to copy this white rectangle just over to our pop-up artboard. And so this is going to be like a transparent overlay. I'll make it a bit transparent. And then I'm going to make the pop-up message. So I don't want it to be the whole like height, just a little bit, just like a card. Okay, let me make sure this is centered. There we go. And then I just have a few components I want to add. So the close icon, let's see. And then, so this is going to say, like, we have our energy report ready and you can view it if you want. Because I have the Nest thermostat in my house, and I, like, once a month I get these energy reports to say, like, hey, here's how you did on each day. And I think that's really cool. So that would be a good thing to show for these solar panels. So a little icon showing like a report, and then let's add some text. So we'll just say like May energy report report available. Okay. And I want this to be actually much smaller than that. So maybe I want it to be omnis. Okay, there we go. The header size. And why is this all on one line? Or on different lines? Energy report available. Just try to space this out a little bit better. I think we could do... I'll just add another word so there's not a widow right there. I hate when there's just one word on the bottom. It looks terrible. Okay, so make sure that's centered. Copy and paste this, and then just have some subtext that says like something like, this report tells you how much energy your solar panels have created in May, something like that. And then we'll make it about 17 pixels, and I don't want that to be the first thing people look at, so I'll give it like 40% transparency. And so I normally actually try to stay away from everything centered, just because humans, the way we read, it's easier for everything to be left aligned, because this way your eye always knows that the next letter on the next line is going to be in the same exact place. So that's one less thing you have to worry about, and you can just focus on what you're reading. But in this case, if it's like a pop-up, something very short, I'd say it's okay to do center aligned text. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we just need a CTA button. So I'll bring this down here, and we'll say view report. Oops. Okay. Center this. Make this a little bit bigger. Group those. And actually I want this to be just medium instead of semi-bold. And then I'm gonna group all of these together. Okay. All right, so let's preview what we have so far. All right, so this is our home page. Got our little illustration down here. We've got an overview of how we did this week. Pretty basic, but you could add some more details if you wanted, like below here. And then we click over to efficiency. And that was kind of quick, but that was what we wanted to happen. So after a set amount of time, I didn't press anything and the overlay popped up. And now I just need to loop this back. So I want to be able to close this, and then this panel will be removed. But in order to do this, let's go back over into prototype. So normally you would drag this back over here, but if we did that, then it would just be a continual loop, because this is set to time, and then it would go back here and then go back here. So in this case, we just want to make a new artboard. So we'll put on this fourth one, and this way we can add the close button and make sure this one isn't going anywhere timed. Okay, looks good. Let me see what the animation is. None. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and save, and then preview this whole thing again from the beginning. Okay. Homepage, click efficiency, our pop-up appears, and then we've got our May energy report, and we can close it. Perfect. There we go. So that is it. Let's go ahead and file, save as. I'm not going to do copy. I'm just going to do Command S. And then we can export. You can export by batch or whatever you've selected. I'll go ahead and just select all of these. Export selected. Make a new folder. PNGs Friday. Export all those for web. And then we can go over to, I already have my project already started, so it's this one. So let's edit this. We can scroll all the way down, looking at all of our wonderful previous designs. And then I'll just upload maybe 2 from today. So PNGs, and I'll upload all of them, that's fine. Okay. And you could rearrange these a bit better if you want to. Like with the photo grid or something. I'm just going to keep it like this for now. Make sure though, the main thing is when you go into settings, go over to that discoverability tab, and then the keyword you definitely want to have is XD Daily Challenge. Otherwise we won't be able to find your work, so definitely make sure you add that. Add a little description, add a category, some of the creative fields, and then we can go ahead and press save and check to make sure that those were added. Let's see, very nice. Okay. And also I love when you guys add your prototypes as well, so I can see the movie file. All right, so now I'm gonna check out some of you guys' works. Okay, so I'm just gonna type in XD Daily Challenge in the search. And if you wanna see most recent, just be sure you go to most recent, because normally it just automatically filters by most appreciated or most viewed. So if you don't see yours, that is probably why. So I already have a few pulled up. So this was the 3rd day. This was by Augustina. I thought this was so cute, little pottery shop. And this one was yesterday where I want you guys to focus on making a grid. So this is so cute. I love the bubbles floating in the background. Very nice. I like this logo too. Ooh. I want to see that again. Very nice. Smoothly coming in. And we've got the grid right there. Very cool. I love that. Okay, nice job, Augustina. Got another one. This one was cute. Dog collars. This is by Mark. So let's see what Mark's got. He's showing our colors. Nice olive green tones. Very nice. I would give this a little more space up here. The logo's a little close to the top, but it looks great other than that. Very cute. I love these. Nice grid. Okay, let's see the prototype. Shop. Okay. We can scroll. Love that. Looks so good. I would totally buy one of these. Nice job. And let's see what else we've got. This one's by Natasha. Natasha, I think I saw her in the chat. Maybe. So handles and locks. All is in the bag. See, you guys are much better at coming up with like names for these apps. Mine today was just solar panel. Very basic. Awesome. Okay, let's look at the prototype. We've got all of our purses. Oh, you added a bunch of filters as well. Very nice. Okay. Wow, so much detail. I would maybe make the menu up here a little bit smaller, but other than that, awesome job. This looks so good. That's legit. Okay. Thank you guys all so much for joining. That is about all the time that we have left for today. Be sure to stay tuned. After this, we've got Designing XD with Jessica Moon and Lindsay Wallace. And I will not be here tomorrow. Please enjoy your weekend, but I'll be back again on Monday at 11:30 Pacific time with another design. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.